Hey, NewsKids! Have you ever heard of Ramadan? It's a very special month for millions of people around the world. But what is it all about? Who celebrates it? And why do some people fast from sunrise to sunset? Grab a snack if you're not fasting, sit back, and let's find out. Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar and is one of the holiest months for Muslims. Unlike the calendar most of us use, the Islamic calendar is based on the lunar cycle, which means it follows the phases of the moon. That's why Ramadan doesn't start on the same date every year. It moves around a little bit, sometimes falling in winter and sometimes in summer. Muslims believe that Ramadan is when the Quran, the holy book of Islam, was first revealed. Because of this, Ramadan is a time for prayer, kindness, and getting closer to God. It's a month of reflection, self-improvement, and helping others. Ramadan is celebrated by Muslims all over the world, over 1.9 billion people. That's about 1/4 of the entire world's population. Muslims live in many different countries, from Indonesia and Turkey to Egypt, the United States, and France. Some countries have huge Ramadan traditions, while in other places Muslims celebrate in smaller communities. But no matter where they live, Muslims around the world follow the same traditions during Ramadan, like fasting, praying, and helping those in need. One of the biggest parts of Ramadan is fasting. But why do Muslims fast? Fasting means not eating or drinking from sunrise to sunset. That's a long time, right? But it's not just about food. Fasting helps Muslims feel grateful for what they have and understand how hard it can be for people who don't have enough to eat. It's also about self-control, not just with food, but with everything. During Ramadan, Muslims try to avoid arguing, saying mean things, or bad habits. Instead, they focus on being patient, kind, and positive. But did you know not everyone has to fast? Children, the elderly, people who are sick, and pregnant women don't have to fast. They can take part in Ramadan in other ways, like praying or helping others. Apart from fasting, Muslims spend a lot of time praying, reading the Quran, and doing good deeds. Many Muslims wake up before sunrise to eat a meal called suhoor. This meal gives them energy for the day ahead. Then they fast all day long, and when the sun sets, it's time for iftar, the meal where they break their fast. And guess what? Many people start their iftar with dates. It's a traditional fruit that was eaten by Prophet Muhammad, and it gives a quick boost of energy. Ramadan is also a time for giving. Many Muslims donate food and money to the less fortunate. This is called zakat, and it's an important part of Islam. A mosque is a special place where Muslims go to pray. Some mosques are huge and beautiful, with golden domes and tall towers called minarets. During Ramadan, mosques are full of people praying, reading the Quran, and spending time together. At night, many Muslims pray a special prayer called Taraweeh, which only happens during Ramadan. At the end of Ramadan, there's a huge celebration called al-Fitr, which means Festival of Breaking the Fast. Eid is like a big party. People dress in their best clothes, go to the mosque for prayers, and enjoy a massive feast with family and friends. Kids usually get Eid, which are gifts or money, and everyone shares sweet treats like cookies and cakes. Before we go, here are some cool Ramadan facts you might not know. Some countries fire a cannon at sunset to let people know it's time for iftar. In some places, people wake up for suhoor when drummers walk through the streets. The world's longest fasting hours can be up to 20 hours in some countries, while the shortest can be just 11 hours. Even astronauts fast in space. But if they can't, they follow the timing of the country they launched from. So, now you know all about Ramadan, a month of fasting, kindness, and celebration. Would you try fasting for a day? Or what's your favorite part of celebrations like Eid? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a fun story from NewsKids. See you next time!